Hi, I'm Robert Castle. This is the next in a series of short takes on topics of importance in the realm of performance and leadership. In today's video, I'm going to challenge the idea of no pain, no gain. This phrase gets tossed around a lot in business, and you've probably heard it before in the context of a difficult project or a tough physical workout at the gym. But what if I told you that this phrase is not always true, especially in the world of business? In this video, we'll explore the origins of this phrase, examine its limitations, and present alternative perspectives that might change the way you approach your work and your life. So keep watching and find out why no pain, no gain might not always be the best advice. First, let's dive into the history and origins of the phrase. The origins of the phrase are not entirely clear. Some people believe that it may go back as far as Aristotle. However, more recently, the phrase no pain, no gain is believed to have originated in the 16th century with the English poet Robert Herrick, who wrote, "If little labor, little are our gains, man's fortune are according to his pains." The phrase was popularized later on by Benjamin Franklin, where he wrote, "There are no gains without pains." And since then, the phrase has been popularized in the world of sports and fitness, where athletes and trainers use it to motivate themselves and their clients. But it's not just limited to physical pursuits. The phrase has also been applied to business and entrepreneurship, where pain and suffering are often glorified and seen as prerequisites for success. Now let's go into some limitations associated with the phrase. While hard work and perseverance are important, the idea that we must always suffer or be in pain in order to achieve success is not only inaccurate, but it's also harmful. Studies have shown that chronic stress and overworking can lead to burnout, which can negatively impact our mental and physical health. In addition, the idea of no pain, no gain can lead us to believe that we must always be pushing ourselves to the limit, which can result in a lack of balance and enjoyment in our lives. Basically, that no gains are possible unless you're in pain. So, what are some alternative perspectives that we can adopt instead of no pain, no gain? Well, I'll give you three to consider. The first is to realize that suffering is optional. That may not be obvious why that's so let me explain a bit. Dedication, effort, and commitment are essential components of success because they enable an individual to develop the skills and knowledge needed to achieve their goals. While success sometimes comes overnight, it's more often that it takes dedication and persistence to attain it. This may involve putting in effort, foregoing other activities, or overcoming difficult obstacles. So dedication, effort, and commitment are not the same as suffering, as the phrase no pain, no gain implies. Shirzad Chamine, in his book Positive Intelligence, argues that suffering is related to how we use our minds. He says that suffering is optional because while we can't always control what happens to us, we can control our reactions to it. He says that we all have a sage and a saboteur within us. The sage is the wise, encouraging voice that helps us navigate challenges and adversity, while the saboteur is the negative, critical voice that holds us back and causes us to suffer. And when we listen to those sabotaging voices in our mind, we become trapped in negative thought patterns and emotions that lead to suffering. However, by learning to recognize and quiet our saboteurs, we can instead tune into the wisdom and positivity of our sage. And this in turn allows us to respond to challenges in a more constructive and positive way rather than being consumed by negative emotions. Not that suffering never happens or that we should try to ignore or suppress negative emotions. Instead, we can learn to manage our mind and emotions more effectively and reduce the amount of unnecessary suffering in our lives. So when you manage your mind effectively and you make the suffering part optional, you'll stop believing the phrase, no pain, no gain. And I made a video about the number one predictor of performance, which is emotional intelligence, which I'll link to below, and that may help with this concept. Now, the second perspective I'd like you to consider is to reframe challenges as opportunities. Many people automatically equate challenges with suffering. For example, over the course of executing a big complex project, let's say a rollout of a new IT system, something happens that's undesired and unexpected. Something goes wrong. There's a problem, there's a challenge, and suffering and pain ensues. But what if we looked at the problem from a different perspective? What if the problem contained the actual solution? So I've got a little rock on my desk that has, I don't know if you can see it, but it has the word problem written on one side, and it has the word solution written on the other side. And it's a constant reminder of the interconnected nature between problems and solutions. A problem can be viewed as an opportunity when we approach it with a mindset of creativity, innovation, and growth. So instead of seeing the problem as a setback, as an obstacle, or a source of frustration, we can shift our perspective to view it as a chance to learn, as a chance to improve, as a chance to create positive change. So here are some ways that a problem can be viewed as an opportunity. Number one, learning. A problem can be an opportunity to learn something new. And by examining the problem, the root causes, and researching potential solutions, we can expand our knowledge and develop new skills. Innovation is a second way that a problem can be viewed as an opportunity. When we encounter a challenge or problem, we can use our creativity to develop a unique and innovative solution that can improve our situation. Third area is growth. A problem can be viewed as an opportunity to grow personally and professionally. By overcoming challenges, you develop resilience and confidence and adaptability that can help you navigate future challenges. And a fourth area, positive change. A problem can be an opportunity to create positive change. In fact, sometimes if the problems didn't show up, the positive change wouldn't show up because you wouldn't have created a solution that made the overall situation that you were in better. So viewing a problem as an opportunity requires a mindset shift that focuses on growth and creativity and innovation. And by approaching problems in this way, we can turn those challenges into opportunities for growth and positive change, and basically shift from a mindset of no pain, no gain to every challenge is an opportunity. Now, the third perspective I'd like you to consider is to embrace flow, which is a deep state of focus and productivity that can be achieved when we're fully engaged in activity that we enjoy. And this idea of flow was created by psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi. And flow is this, he says, it's this mental state of being completely immersed in an activity to the point of losing track of time and being fully present and immersed in the moment. It's when we feel most alive and engaged. And interestingly enough, it often comes with a feeling of effortlessness rather than pain. By finding activities that we are passionate and engaged with, we can achieve success without feeling like we're constantly sacrificing. And I did a video on flow that I'll link to below. Go ahead and check it out. So what can we take away from all this? While dedication and perseverance are important, the idea that we must always suffer or be in pain in order to achieve gains is not only inaccurate, but it's also harmful. It's just not true. So the next time someone tells you that, no pain, no gain is the key to success, take a step back and consider the bigger picture. Challenge the notion of no pain, no gain by embracing alternative perspectives, such as realizing that suffering is optional, reframing challenges as opportunities, and embracing flow. And that will enable you to align with your values and your purpose so that you can make gains without sacrificing your well-being. So that you can make gains without the pains. So that's my take on the phrase, no pain, no gain. Thank you for listening. I hope it helps. I appreciate you. If you found this worthwhile, please like and subscribe. And if you have a suggestion for a future topic, contact me and I'll consider doing a short take on it sometime in the future. Until next time.